So today I'm going to talk about the client. The client is the person who is responsible for the student. Most of the time that also means that they're financially responsible, which is the case unless the student has a patron, which could be a school or a charity, etc. So if we click on the client here, Andy Aarons, we can see all the personal details related to him, including his address, phone number, gender, etc. We can also add a secondary contact if there was another parent that we wanted to add. We can also add a profile fields. So this relates to custom fields that we want to add. So let's just say high school. And then I can just make the visibility to me, or I can make it to visibility for other tutors as well. Here we can see all the contact events that have been made to this particular client. We also have the specific policy agreements that they've agreed to, as well as the students that they are responsible for. So here we have one student, Hang, and obviously the client's relationship with the student is that the client is a parent of the student, and we can see that he's doing 1 subject and 4 services. Here we can see the payment information of the client, so we can see that they've disabled the direct debit and they've disabled the account credit direct debit as well, and they have 2 cards added here. Down here we can see all the invoices that are related to the client as well. Finally, we can also see the credit transactions, and we can see the individual uses and additions of credit as they've occurred. So to create a client, we click on this button in the top right hand corner, and there's 3 variations. So we can create a client with an attached student. So basically, first we would add the client's information down here, and then we would add the student's information. Then we can also have a situation where we have an independent student. So what that means is, for an independent student, is they're responsible for themselves, in which case the client is a student. So you'd add in the client's information, which is also the student's information here, and we've already got this set as them being themselves. And then finally, if you already have an existing client and you want to add a new student to that client, you'd select this option, and then we would select the specific client. So an example of this would be, let's say you work with Logan's oldest son, and then a few years later, his youngest daughter wants to join your organization as well. You'll just add that student to Logan. And then once we click submit, it'll just take them through the onboarding system, and they'll be logged into the platform from there.